Okay, ladies, you're live.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. There it is.
Hello, Naveen. Hi, Alyssa.
Good morning, Alyssa.
Hello, Gilbert. Wit.
And Carla.
Hi, Carla. Can't forget you. And the dogs.
And the doggies.
There's Dad. Morning. Hey, Bob.
Wait for your dad to pop up.
Come on. Hi, Lola. Are you a showgirl? Her name is Lola. She was a showgirl. Gosh. We are doing a radio and Facebook Live show. She wishes she was a showgirl.
I just saw it pop up. All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
We are broadcasting live on Z93 and simulcasting on Outlaw Country. You can also stream us live at monstermediayuma.com or watch us on the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. Good morning, Mayor Nichols.
Yes.
He's watching bright and early.
Good morning. We want to say good morning to everyone that is watching on Facebook Live so far. We want to say good morning to Naveen, Alyssa, Gilbert, and Lola, and of course, like Jen said, Mayor Nichols.
That's right. Lots of others watching and listening. We do have some opportunities for you to win some cool prizes this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right out of the chute, we're opening up the Z-Text line for a chance for you to win tickets to the Santana Tribute Show that's taking place at Cocopah Casino on Friday.
Yes.
Now, generally for our contest, you have to be at least 18, but for this, you do have to be at least 21 to win. All you need to do to enter is text the keyword WIN, W-I-N, to the Monster message line at 928-343-0993. We are giving you until noon today to get those entries in, and then I will have Teresa go and pick a winner at random.
And you know, I picked I picked two winners yesterday, and one of them has not yet responded. So if you had entered to win yesterday those Santana Ways tickets, definitely want to check your text messages, because I sent a text back yesterday and didn't get a response.
That's right. And the ticket value for these are $20 each, so the pair is $40.
Wow.
If you would like to read our general contest rules, you can find those at monstermediayuma.com.
Yes.
Now, we do have a lot of things going on today. The lovely Sarah Wisdom from the Yuma County Library will be here for Wisdom Wednesday. And we are going to talk about a professor of mathematics from Arizona Western College. He will be at the Foothills Library presenting Chinese language and culture. And then there's another event coming up this Saturday. It has to do with guide dog puppy raisers in Yuma. So that sounds like a lot of fun. Great information.
Yes.
And then obviously our normal chit chat about various things happening in our community. Then Sunset Community Health Center, Adriana del Rio, will be stopping by. Now, there's some information I want to share because it does go into effect as of about 3 minutes ago.
Okay.
Construction activity has started at Gateway Park beneath westbound Interstate 8 at the Colorado River Viaduct Bridge in the city of Yuma. That's according to Caltrans officials. Yuma traffic on westbound I-8 will be detoured at 16th Street West, then north on 4th Avenue, across the Colorado River, and then merge onto westbound Interstate 8 on the California side. This will take place for about 4 weeks or so, and Gateway Park will be impacted. Again, that's up to about 4 weeks with weekday work. They're going to try and restrict the work from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., but they may have to extend it during the evening if needed. And moderate construction noise is expected. Just keep that in mind if you're going to be heading on over to the park or something. Visitors will be able to maintain access to Gateway Park throughout the project. You might experience delays, so be prepared for that. Give yourself a little extra travel time, and please watch for the signs in the area.
Yes.
They will direct you the proper way to go. And as always, watch for the construction workers and equipment in those those areas.
Yeah, and if you're down in Gateway Park, please just stay clear of it. We want to get this done as soon as possible because we know it's an inconvenience. So definitely want to stay out of the way of those workers, not only for your safety, but for their safety. And let them get that stuff done so we can get everything back to normal.
Oh, that's right. And there are 2 different sources where you can get real-time traffic information. Mm-hmm. The first is through the Department of Transportation for California. And it's really weird to read their websites because it's quickmap.dot. I was doing it earlier and I said dot, but it's .dot.ca.gov. But for Arizona, it's az511.gov. And you can find, again, real-time information on the projects if you plan to be traveling in those areas.
Sounds good.
Today is January 10th, and it is National Oysters Rockefeller Day. Not a fan of oysters.
Not a fan at all.
My parents used to eat them, and then my mother would chase me and breathe in my face because I could not stand the taste of oysters. But I think she liked it.
Have you tried them?
No, I can't. Certain things I can't even stand the look nor the smell. I'm not going to eat it.
The smell is
But they liked how the cats would all go crazy because they wanted some of that action.
Of course.
No, they would eat them with crackers. Disgusting. No offense to those of you that like
some
oysters.
People like them.
Or the Rockefellers. It's also National Bittersweet Chocolate Day.
Okay.
That's something I can get on board with a little bit because you can turn that into delicious stuff. And Anita brought in some of her toffee.
I saw that
this morning. I may have cursed at her gently because then I know it's here and it's tempting.
But you can have it in moderation.
You
have
can.
a little piece here, have a little piece there.
Well, that's why she brought it in because she said she's the only one eating at her house. And now she's spreading the word. What's that saying? Please, Lord, if you can't make me skinny, make all my friends fat.
You guys all look the same.
I see your philosophy there, Anita. Thank you. Now, it's National Cut Your Energy Costs Day, and I think that's something we all, especially in the Yuma area, we've got those power bills that tend to climb during various parts of the year.
Yeah, definitely.
We try and find creative ways to use our resources so we're not paying as much. But it's also National Save the Eagles Day.
Oh, we were talking about that.
Yeah, we were just talking about the bald eagle. It's their mating season coming up, so they are our treasured national bird.
Yes, they are.
All right, a few birthdays. Do you have some on your list?
I only have one, and it's on your list as well.
All right,
but
cool.
I want to wish the wonderful Helen Conklin a very happy birthday. She's a long time friend of the family. She grew up with my parents. She was actually neighbors to my dad's family when they were growing up. So, and we've known her a very long time. She's a phenomenal cook. She does a lot for the different American Legion stuff. She does cooking and baking and things for them on different occasions. So, but she's a wonderful lady, and we want to wish Helen a very happy birthday.
And always happy. She's always in such a sweet mood. I have a few birthdays too. We have Christina Bloomfield. A lot of you might recognize her from Champion Church.
Oh, okay.
Victoria Hart. Now, Victoria has since moved, but her parents were, her dad was Major Randy Hart.
Oh, okay.
For the Salvation Army. Okay. And I know she's been doing a lot of things for the Salvation Army too. Sonia Garcia celebrating a birthday along with Ksenia Alvarez, Brooke Seal, and Dennis Franklin, another longtime staple resident in Yuma. A lot of people might remember Dennis. So if you see any of them today, wish them a happy birthday.
Yes, definitely. Happy birthday from all of us here at Monster Media.
And like we said, 'tis the busy time of year for all kinds of things happening.
Just a little bit.
There's a performance tomorrow night out at Gila Ridge High School.
Yes.
If you want to check that out, it's $5 pre-sale, $5 at the door. The doors do open at 7, and they're having about 40 of the students. This goes all the way from freshmen up to seniors, and what they're doing is kind of it's a collaboration of some of the favorites from the performances they've done over the past year.
Oh, that's cool.
And I they work so hard on each of these to be able. It's kind of like the Halloween costume; you get a little bit more use out of.
Well, I like the idea because when I was in high school, I performed in the choirs, and there's some songs that you work so hard on, then you perform them once or maybe twice, and then you don't get to perform them again. So I kind of like that idea, be able to revisit that and be able to perform the songs and performances that you had put so much work into.
And we all will recognize at least something from the performance. They're kind of highlighting Grease, Hairspray, Little Shop of Horrors, and there's a couple others I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, awesome.
Because I'm winging it right now.
Yes, you are. You don't have the paper in front of you.
I don't. Now, there's another event coming up. We have lots of things during the month of February, too. People are just trying to take advantage of the nicer weather and the additional population that likes to come frequent the Yuma community during our beautiful winter months. Crossroads Mission is doing a dinner fundraiser. It will be Saturday, February 10th. This is out at Britton's Farm. They do open for special events throughout the year. It's from 4 to 9 p.m. and it will be at 4330 Riverside Drive if you're not familiar with where that location is. It's a really cool, unique spot over off Riverside. They are preparing a delicious dinner by talented individuals from both Crossroads Mission and then Chef Clyde Gill. He is showcasing, helping work with them to showcase their culinary skills using locally grown produce.
You know, and Clyde is a great chef.
He
We've
is.
had some of his delicious food here, and it was fantastic.
Well, this dinner will consist of ribeye, risotto rice, vegetables, tortilla soup. I love tortilla soup.
So you like a tortilla soup.
Wedge salad, bread, creme brulee for dessert, and a beverage. And the cost, again, this is a fundraiser, it's $25 per person, and they will have a live auction, giveaways, a 50-50 raffle, and music by Oscar Chavez and family. Speaking of like staples in the community, they've been around forever, and you know that it's going to be fabulous entertainment.
Definitely.
Now, the workers that will be providing their time in that, they came up with this acronym. It's WINO. And it's workers in name only. They don't do it for the recognition.
Definitely.
But because they have helped out with so many events, they're like, well, what are you guys called? So they went ahead and put that name together.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's not representative of what they actually do at the event. But this is to kick off the financial journey necessary to make the new living facility a reality for Crossroads Mission. So they're looking for monetary donations and donations of auction and raffle items to help with this fundraising endeavor. If you have anything to donate, or you just would like a little bit more information about the event, give Rosalie Mercado a call at 257-5345.
I think this is going to be a fantastic event. And like you said, this new facility that they're trying to raise money for is much needed over there. And I think it could do a lot of good. So definitely want to get out Saturday, February 10th, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. and enjoy a nice dinner and support Crossroads Mission at the same time.
I agree. And like we said, great weather. Now, speaking of that weather yesterday,
I loved it.
Yes, me too.
my husband came home from work.
It was short-lived, but I loved it.
Hey, we'll take what we can get. My husband came home and he said he told the guys at work he didn't want to come home, and they said, why? He goes, because I have to go home and hear my wife gloat.
Yes.
I go, well, what on earth about? He goes, because you were right, it rained.
Well, it was funny because we were kind of teasing you all day because you said after 11 o'clock we're due for some rain. Real quick, hi Nell. I know she's probably not going to stick around long. Good morning, Nell. But we were giving you, we were kind of giving you some crap all day because it didn't look like it was going to rain.
And I said after 11. She didn't
specify. And around 9:30, as we were on air, that wind started to pick up, and you can kind of smell the moisture. I'm like, maybe she wasn't lying. And then as you went, when Jeff came to get you for lunch, we were talking. I was like, I don't know, this weather lady. I don't know if she knew what she was talking about because it was still nice and sunny outside, and in fact, it was almost muggy because of the humidity. And I'm like, with this humidity we got to. So I looked it up, and when you came back, and I said, now it's saying around 2 o'clock, and the percentage was very little. And so slowly but surely it started coming in, and Anita says, I found something. She was walking in between the offices, and then it just started pouring.
If you did, we had a couple short little Facebook Live videos because it rains so infrequently. We live in the sunniest city in the nation because we do have people watching from other places, like Janelle watching us in Iowa right now. And we do get a little excited.
Just a little bit.
And that's why not too long after I first moved here, we had, there was a big tropical storm. I think that was around 1997. There was a big one that year. And kids would just get out and play in the street. Yeah. And it's obviously not a safe practice to do so. But some of the areas of town that have poor drainage, it was a little worse back then because they've done a lot of reconstruction efforts. People would get out and drive and enjoy the rain. And in some of these places, you'd wash that water up into the front yards, which already were not able to handle the load of the rain that they had taken anyway.
Yeah, no, I that's the first thing I do is once those rain starts coming down, I have to go let it follow me just a little bit, not getting soaking wet. Poor Janice was soaking wet yesterday when she came back. She had to walk out when it was hitting at its peak right there for a while. But
did you get your windows rolled up?
Thanks, Jennifer. Yes, my windows are worse. For you, those of you who need to go watch the second Facebook Live feed she did, our third one.
I think it was coming now harder.
The harder one, because I actually left one of my windows down the night before, and when I walked out, thankfully nothing was missing or anything like that. And then it was funny because I'll roll the back windows down because I don't want my hair blown all over the place or whatever the case may be. And I know I rolled it down at lunchtime, so I'm thinking to myself, oh my goodness, did I roll up that window? Because she was like, your window's down. And I was like, no way, because that is something that I would definitely do. She was teasing me.
Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Sorry about that.
It's okay. Paybacks.
She's not sorry.
Paybacks. There will be paybacks.
It felt good in the moment. All right.
It was definitely some comedic relief there.
Janelle says it's 34 degrees and raining in Iowa. Not something they're excited about, but she wants us to send some sunshine.
Oh, we can send some sunshine if you send some more rain.
We are going to be in the mid 70s for at least the next week. I don't know that we're going to really drop back down much below that. Are we going to hit an 80?
I saw an 80 in there.
It's possible, but I only saw 80, so it wasn't 81 or 82. So maybe we'll still hit 79 and not be in the 80s exactly. Hey, in August, it doesn't hit 80 at night.
No, right? It doesn't.
We're desperate for that, so we're going to enjoy it while we can.
Definitely.
We are going to take a break here on Today in Yuma and then come back with Sarah Wisdom from the library. Thank you all for both tuning in on Z93 and Outlaw Country and watching on the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. Classic Accounting has 30 years of experience and knowledge to benefit you. Ask about their advanced program. You can get up to a $2,500 advance while your tax refund processes. No additional fees or APR cost if you use the program. Call 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is Yuma's hunting and shooting headquarters. They've been family owned and operated since 1956, and right now the January gun clearance sale is going on. Sprague's has the best selection of used firearms to choose from, all with a lifetime warranty. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration, it's only Wednesday, but Free Filter Friday is just days away.
Perfect for cutting your energy cost day.
Yes, it is.
Get your unit checked.
Change those filters out and keep your unit running more efficiently. You can stop by their office at 190 West 10th Street, take in your old air filter. They will give you a brand new standard 1-inch air filter. That's Quick Refrigeration.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services have been servicing the Yuma area for over 20 years. They're licensed with the Arizona Game and Fish Department for safe, humane wildlife relocation. And get in right now while you can. Take advantage of the deal they have going on right now. For $125, you can receive a year's worth of termite protection. Some restrictions do apply. You can find more details on Facebook, Instagram, and just message them. They'll shoot you all the details you need.
It's Today in Yuma on Z93 and Outlaw Country. We'll be back after the break.
Do you see Janelle's other post?
Yeah.
Thanks for sneaking in when you could, Janelle.
Yes. We've had her and Ravonda. Oh my goodness.
I think I need caffeine. I feel it.
I think I forgot to drink some water this morning. I'll have some throughout the day. It rained yesterday. That counted, right?
No. I will make sure that you get that water.
No, I have this.
She's so funny when she drinks water. Because she'll like down like half the bottle and then she's like.
Well, I have this. It's one of the mugs from the hospital. We've had, had it for a long time.
Everybody loves those.
It has the measurements on there.
Yes.
And I keep it on the counter next to where I have my little flavor drops, and I'll put them in, and I keep it. I like drinking through a straw better. Mm-hmm. Guess it makes me put out of my mind that it's terrible water. And I've been drinking a couple of those a day. So.
I think that's funny because for me, the most refreshing drink
is water.
Yes,
that's the case to some people. I don't like
to some people.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You people.
I know.
You oyster-liking people.
That's usually the first thing I do in the morning when I get
morning,
up.
J-Worm.
I have a cup that I just leave on the top. That way in the middle of the night, if I get thirsty or Eli gets thirsty, the cup's there. but I walk past it when I go to the laundry room or whatever to get my clothes. So I stop and I fill it up and I down it right there, and it's so nice. I don't know, something about it. You waking
It's just
up.
refreshing.
It is. It's very refreshing in the morning, first thing in the morning. They say it's good for you too, for the first thing you do right when you get up is to drink a glass of water. And then my cat wants her glass of water too.
Which might also be your glass. Yeah.
Because she knows I'm going that way, so she's standing right there waiting. So that just prompts me to stop and drink my water and fill her cup at the same time.
Did you notice Fig lost weight?
No, I didn't.
Probably about an ounce or two. One on each side.
One on each side.
No, I was looking for him this morning.
He hasn't really been hanging out. He'll come and eat, and then he kind of takes off.
I haven't seen the others though. They're still mad.
He was a little traumatized, I think. The one twin. Oh, he was.
The boy was mad.
He was so mad watching Jennifer.
Oh, we caught him in the trap, and then there were covers over them, but they managed to pull them all through the little squares in the cage, and we were able to get Fig and the girl Siamese pull theirs out and recover them, but the other one, he had it in there, and he was like, right, all nested. No, and I'm like,
he was so mad.
He's like, don't come near me.
No, and Jennifer was like, I don't want you to fall, because she had him on the planter right there. I don't want you to fall. So she's trying to hold it right in the middle where he can't
where the
get
handle
to her.
is, so he can't attack me. And then Kevin, thank goodness, was the one transporting. I'm like, good luck, because they're heavier and it's all
And they're throwing their weight around.
Right, they do.
My husband Kevin got to touch the girl Siamese. Jen was a little.
I'm like,
jealous.
I should have gone down while they were doing the surgery and just ripped them all. Get your face. I touched you all kinds. Okay.
All right, we ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
I'm Teresa.
And I'm Sarah for Wisdom Wednesday.
Yay!
Sarah is with us from the Yuma County Library District, and as is always the case, lots of fun and informational things taking place at the various branches.
Yes, that's right. The one I wanted to start with today I thought was so fascinating. We have a professor coming from AWC, Professor Yang, and she will be talking about Chinese language and culture over the next few weeks at our Foothills Library. The first session is this Friday at 3 p.m., and she'll be giving an overview of Chinese festivals, music, arts, and food, of course. It's our favorite part of any culture. Yes. It's like, ooh, what do they eat? So she'll be talking about that this Friday. And then she'll be back on the 26th at 3 p.m. to talk about Chinese language and the basics of learning the language. And I really thought this was fascinating. When I traveled overseas in March, I was really surprised at how many Chinese tourists there were. Every place that I went, it was fascinating, and so I thought, oh gosh, this is a wonderful opportunity to learn more about the Chinese culture and language. So I'm really excited about it. I hope lots of people turn up to listen and ask questions. Just a great opportunity to hear more.
Definitely fascinating. All right, again, that is this Friday at 3 p.m.
Yes, that's right, at our Foothills Library.
Okay, and then the 26th at 3 p.m. also.
Right, that's the follow-up. Mm-hmm.
All righty. Now, service animals.
Yes, another terrific presentation. It's happening at our Foothills Library Saturday at 2 p.m. They have the Guide Dog Puppy Raisers of Yuma, who you may have seen around town. They do just what their name says. They are raising puppies who will go on, hopefully, to be some kind of guide dog. We had a dog coming in for a while to the library, and that was our read to a dog.
Yes.
He was a puppy from the Guide Dog Puppy Raisers, and the trainer explained to us that not all of them make it. They have to go through a series of tests, and but they go on to provide different kinds of services. But again, a great opportunity to learn more. The presentation is called Service Animals, How to Interact, Identify, and Accommodate. All really important things. I know personally when I see a dog and they have the vest on, I know that they're a working dog.
But it's so hard because you just want, especially the puppies, you just want to go love on them.
It's tempting, but you want to be respectful. They are at work.
Exactly. So I think they'll give some great information about, what to do when you see one of those animals in a working vest, how to accommodate them and interact with them. I know there's been a lot of stories in the media about what exactly constitutes a service animal, and so hopefully they'll be able to answer some of those questions as well, where they can and can't go. So again, just a great opportunity to learn more, ask questions, and if I know the guide dog puppy raisers, they'll probably bring a dog or two with them, and they'll probably
Just
let
to
you
tempt
interact
you.
with them.
I was saying, just to tempt you a little bit, or are they going to let you touch them?
They usually do, but what they'll teach you is it's respectful to ask first and say, but yeah, the puppy raisers are just amazing people. They it's really a life-changing commitment that they take on, because they take these dogs everywhere.
They do.
They take them to try and get them used to different environments and different situations. Another funny story that our person who brought the dog in to read to shared with us was she had her puppy in training with her, and she went into a convenience store, and the person behind the desk kind of hassled her a little bit about it and said, "You can't have that dog in here." And she said, "Well, he's a guide dog in training." And the person said, "But you're not blind."
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And she said, "That's true. However, I'm training this dog to help somebody in the future." So again, it's really good to have that information out there,
it is.
and explain exactly what they're doing.
And
That was the perception of that person, but
Right.
And there's just certain ignorances about different things people might not be aware of.
yes.
But yes, the training has to start somewhere. because
Exactly.
You don't want your heart surgeon just saying, "Well, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a knife."
Right. You don't want, the dog out of the chute at the first day,
have to do all
guiding
of the
you around.
proper, qualifications to be that dog.
Yes. And I've dealt with some of the trainers in the community,
Yeah.
and they do so much good work, but it is hard work too.
It is hard work, and it's all voluntary, so you really have to commend them for that as well.
Yes, you do.
So, I guess, too, if you are interested in doing something like that, here's an opportunity to find out more about what they do and ask questions.
And that's actually this weekend.
Yes, that's this
this Saturday.
Saturday at the Foothills Library at 2 p.m.
All right. And as always, free of charge.
Yes, as always.
Just come on down, check it out. And again, they may have a dog or two available. Now, is the program still taking place where the children can read to the dogs?
Yes, it is. That takes place at the main library. I believe it's the second Monday of every month.
Okay.
At 9:30. We always have a couple different service dogs come in, and
I love that premise. That is so
it's
wonderful.
fantastic, and it really does build confidence. Especially for children who are reluctant readers, or they're intimidated by reading aloud. Dogs, as we all know, are non-judgmental, so you can read to a dog. They're not going to correct you, and they're just going to listen, and so it really has been an effective program.
Well, there's also a 2018 adult winter reading program kicking off.
Yes, that's right. This is something that we've really been trying to launch and have as an annual program. This is actually the third one that we've done, and this is for the first time. It seems like it's really getting some attention, that it might really take off this year. It kicks off on Tuesday the 16th, and our theme this year is Feed Your Brain, Read. So there's a foodie theme, which I guess I should talk to Janice about. She might be excited about that. So we have a reading log, which I brought you guys a copy of, and different ways that you can participate and earn points for your reading efforts. There's a chance to win prizes, including an edible arrangements fruit basket arrangement, which I that sounds
good
worth
to me.
it.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
reading, which is something I love to do anyway. And
Jen would probably actually eat that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Her and her diet, you never know.
As long as they're not oyster fruit.
No, fruit. What's really going to be fun about this program, too, is we're hosting a series of programs that we're calling book tastings. And what's going to take place is people are going to come in with a book that they love, and just talk it up for a minute or two. Just tell you about, this is what this book's about. This is why I love it. You might want to give it a try. And so we have lots of book tastings going on at our different branches. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun because it's great to hear why somebody loved a book and what appealed to them about it. It just makes it much more compelling to read than just seeing it on a list or a shelf.
And while we may all read the same book and we know the conclusion of how things happened with the book, but we all take away something different. Whether it's how a certain story resonated with our childhood or different experiences, it's not a one size fits all. So that's the perspective that I'd like to really see from something like that.
Yes. So we're hoping for lots of involvement and participation this year. Again, it kicks off this next Tuesday, January 16th. It goes through Wednesday, February 28th. You can pick up a reading log at any library, and it'll give you all the instructions.
I love the back of this, the recipe you have on the back.
Yes.
Follow these steps to participate in 2018 Adult Winter Reading Program. And I love the whole premise behind it. Like I said, it looks like a little recipe, and it tells you to go sign up at any library, read 5 books, attend a book tasting for an extra entry. All those different things. I like the whole idea of it. So definitely, I don't know if you saw the
Very
back
clever.
side of it.
It is very
others
clever too, and we hope that we can get more people involved this year.
Well, if you have any questions about the upcoming presentations or just anything about the library district in general, you can always visit their website, which is?
Yes, visit us online at yumalibrary.org. We're also on Facebook and Twitter, or you can always pick up the phone and give us a call at 782-1871.
All right, our guest today, Sarah Wisdom, for Wisdom Wednesday from the Yuma County Library District. We are going to go ahead and take a break. We have to take our Lotus Day Spot and Salon selfie with Sarah out in the courtyard. Then coming up, we will have Adriana del Rio from Sunset Community Health Center. Then our WTF Anita will be popping in at the end to talk about her feature on the website this week.
Sounds good.
It's Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and Facebook Live. The show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have 30 years of experience and knowledge to benefit you. They have 2 locations to serve you in Yuma and 1 out in the foothills. Call them to schedule your appointment today, 343-1040.
And Sprague Sports is the home of Yuma's only indoor shooting range, and they're your hunting and shooting headquarters on 32nd Street next to Lowe's. You can try your gun out before you buy it in a controlled environment.
And Quick Refrigeration. They are family owned and operated, and they've been heating and cooling the Yuma area since 1955. Visit getcoolquick.com.
And our friends over at Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services are locally owned and operated and have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. You can give them a call at 928-343-9149, message them on Facebook or Instagram.
We'll be back after this break here on Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, and MonsterMediaYuma.com.
Thank you. I hope you continue to mend.
Thank you. Yes.
I'm on the mend.
All right. Do you have a therapy cat?
I have several.
Because when you don't feel good, well, even animals too.
Yeah, actually I have one that just didn't leave my side the whole time. She was my
She was your constant companion?
yes. My love kitty.
Smile!
You're good. You're awesome.
Good morning.
Thank you. All righty. We shall see you later. Next.
Right on
time.
Yes.
Right on time?
Happy New Year. Good to see you.
Yes, happy New Year.
Nice to see you.
You guys look so good.
Thank you. All right, what are we talking about today?
We're going to be talking about our first health fair of the year.
Is this the one at 4th Avenue Junior High?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Which is going to be on February 10th already. So we're like
1 month away.
1 month away.
And Teresa's birthday.
I'm not biased about that day at all. I think it's a great day.
Yeah.
She's going to be 25.
Yeah, 25. Add 10 years to that.
Well, you guys look great.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not 35, but thank you. Good morning, Sandra.
Good morning, Sandra.
Hi, Brittany. Hi, Jack. Hi, Jean, Richard.
Hi.
So, any plans for the big day?
No, I'll be in Phoenix. There's a wedding the next day.
Oh, really?
That I
so
have
you'll
to
be
go
able
to. So I'll
to
be with family and friends.
dinner or something.
It'll be fun.
There's always stuff to do.
Oh, there's always stuff to do.
You know. Sometimes I get family that come over from like California and they're like, what do we do? And I'm like, do you want to go to the movies?
There's a lot of things.
There's a lot of things here.
You just have to
know
where to
yeah.
look
Good morning,
for it.
Kayleen.
Yes. But like compared to California, where there's like parks and
Theme
stuff
parks
like that you can just go, it's like
But you don't do that all the time.
Yeah.
We have families that live up there and they'll have like the
annual pass.
You have the California Adventure,
Yes.
the Disney Pass, and all that stuff. But
And
still,
then-
they might go 3 times a year.
Yeah.
I mean, but it's not an every weekend kind of thing because that takes some effort and energy.
It takes
And there's times
Yes, you have to leave the house, Jennifer.
I leave
You
the
have
house.
to put clothes on.
I'm
and you have
home.
I know, but it's true. We do have, we've been getting bigger and, more stuff to do here in Yuma.
It seems like
yeah.
we have a lot, like stuff going on, like every week.
Yeah, and then right now it's that time of the year where we're gonna start to see all those events and
Yes.
like the taco festival. I saw they're already advertising it.
Yes.
Yeah. Tunes and tacos.
Yeah. Who was
Color Me
Color Me
Bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. They're the headliner.
All right, you ready?
Woo-hoo. Yep.
Yes.
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here with Adriana del Rio from Sunset Community Health Center, and it's already time to start talking about the first health fair of the year.
Yes, can you believe it? 2018.
I know, right?
Well, we're excited because we have health fairs throughout the year, and then we're barely getting ready to do our second annual Family Resource Health Fair, which is going to be this coming Saturday, February 10th. Which is just right around the corner. I mean, it just seems like, Christmas was just here, New Year's, and then I'm already talking about February.
It's
Right?
actually 1 month away from today, so
Well,
we're good.
they were already putting Valentine's stuff out
I know.
between Halloween and Christmas, so
Yes,
it is February.
All the Christmas stuff, was already gone, and you could see all the Valentine's stuff at the
right
stores.
That's just the way marketing works.
I know, yes.
Well, this is the second annual Family Resource Health Fair coming up. Adriana, give us the details about how this will benefit the community.
Well, as we always advertise and we always talk about, we always take, these type of events to raise awareness about the importance about staying healthy, being healthy. So, of course, we're going to be having the similar dynamic to the other health fairs that we usually have during the year, which is basically offering free health screenings, which will include glucose, cholesterol, blood pressure, height and weight, just to mention a few. We're going to be having information about how to access medical, care services if people don't have insurance or, they need help. Any type of questions on how to access if they don't have a primary doctor that they go to, we're going to be having that information as well. We're going to be having a different, type of thing for this event, which, we are advertising or, trying to raise awareness about staying healthy. So we'll be having different activities such as Zumba. They have a special name. It's like Zumba, but they use sticks.
Oh, pound.
Pound.
They
yes.
do a Zumba and pound class, and a lot of the time they
Yes.
will do them kind of side by side.
Yeah, which is, really, it's a new thing for Zumba.
Oh, yeah, it is.
So, we noticed last year when we first brought it in, it was one of the things that was like the hit of the event. And we actually got people, we were kind of, concerned about bringing that service because we don't know if people want to participate. Some people might be shy about it, but we got a lot of people that participated. We have different kids activities and exercises for the kids. So it was really fun. It was a really fun event.
And I was going to say, you probably got a lot of kids, too, because once they hear music, they just want to start dancing. And
Yes.
that's just another way to get them moving and
Yeah.
get them exercising.
Yes, and then
things like
another
that.
thing that we've been trying to do with our health fairs is when we do raffles, because we are going to be having raffles, we try and raffle things that are going to be useful, as far as, staying healthy, staying fit. So we raffle a lot of fitness equipment.
Oh,
So
cool.
like, small weights, like a step so that you can do exercises in your home. We raffle fruit baskets, so we're trying
Promote the
to
healthy
stay,
eating.
yes, trying to stay around, the healthy, staying fit, type of thing. We're also going to be having agencies from the community participate in the health fair, and we're going to be offering information about housing services, how to access housing. We'll be having an agency there. We're also going to be having an individual from the Cancer Center here locally, to offer information about that as well. And then we're also trying to promote one of the newest programs that we have at the clinic at Sunset Community Health Center, which is the Loving Yourself Self-Care to Improve Emotional Wellness program, which is, basically your mindset, a lot of
health.
it. Yeah, your mental health has, it's right there hand in hand with your health overall. If you don't feel good, or if you're stressing a lot, then if you have, high blood pressure or something like that, then that usually, goes right hand in hand. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
If you're a diabetic and you're not mentally there, that's gonna, manage or have some input in your, glucose numbers that
Right.
you have. So.
Well, and I think the mental health is a good perspective to take to that too, because there's a lot of times there's so much mental health that goes around here that it goes untreated, or they can't afford to get help that they need. And so I think the fact that you guys are helping bring awareness to that is a big deal.
Yeah, and it's with this program, what we do is we talk about the basics of it. Some people, it's a really sensitive topic, because people don't want to not acknowledge, but it's very sensitive.
It's hard for anyone to admit that they might have something, because it's not something that can physically be seen.
Right.
It's not a concrete condition where people can look at you and say, "Oh, that's a broken arm,"
Right.
or something along those lines. And
Yeah,
there's
so-
it's for a long time had such a negative stigma attached to it. We're really trying
Right.
to change the face of that. So
Yes.
this is
So
a
one of the
fabulous
things
addition.
that we try and talk about is specifically, because we all feel sad. We also have those days,
Yeah.
But how to differentiate between, okay, I feel sad, but then, this has been there for a while now.
Does it turn into depression?
Right.
To
So
recognize?
that's what, it's a
good.
really, really nice program that we are, launching, and we're trying to get support groups around different, here in Yuma and Somerton and San Luis. But in addition to that, we're going to be having games, like I said, the music, the raffles, activities. So, going back, to overall the event, we're really excited. It's our second. Last year was a huge success. So, it's going to be our second time that we're going to be hosting this in February. So we're really excited, and we hope that, people take the time to actually, join us. It's open to the public. It's going to be at the 4th Avenue Junior High School. Inside the cafeteria, but it's open to the public. It's not just particular for schools, and it's on a Saturday, February 10th, and we're going to be there from 8 to 11 in the morning.
And these are free health screenings.
Free health screenings, free information, free event. We're going to be having a lot of fun. So.
Well, one of the other things, Adriana, too, it's been in the news, a very popular topic, especially on social media, the flu going around.
Yes.
People they're sick, and we're trying to encourage them. If you're experiencing these flu-like symptoms, stay home. Stay away from the general public.
Yes.
Some people are concerned about even going to the emergency room for, XYZ
Right.
because of the exposure to the people who may have the flu. I've been
Yes.
seeing some different friends that say, well, should I go to, Sunset Community, or should I do an urgent care kind of thing? I need to have this addressed. But there's, it's a bad bug going around now.
And what's even worse about it too is there may be a lot of people out there that can't afford to go into the doctor, and they're just getting worse and worse, and they're spreading the germs, and they're themselves are getting, they're sicker and sicker, and it may turn into something that could, cost them their life if they're not careful.
I'm glad that you guys brought this up because, yes, it's been, I myself that I work in an actual clinic setting, we've been seeing it. I have kids, my kids have been really sick. And not just us, but, coworkers, and that have been out for days. So yeah, we encourage people to, sometimes when, we try and have like a safety protocol to this, because obviously we want to stop it from spreading, we ask the individual or the patient to just call, and we'll have a particular entrance for that patient.
Good.
Yeah, so
that's good.
so we have that in place because we've had rashes or something in the past where we have their
you don't know if they're contagious,
right?
or not,
We tell them, hey, call us, and we'll let you into the particular area where you don't come in contact with whoever's waiting in the waiting area.
Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah, so we have that. We've been seeing patients that come in with their mask, so yeah, just call us, call us. And like you said, if they don't have any medical insurance, we have ways. We don't deny any of our services. We have our discount program. So, don't wait, because like you said, we want to make sure that it doesn't become into something serious or life-threatening.
That's true. Well, I don't know if you had the opportunity to hear Sarah from the library. They're having a presentation with guide dog puppies. They're in training to be service animals, and some people they automatically approach a dog, whether it's a puppy or an older dog, and they instinctively, oh, well, it's cute, they want to pet it. Well, that kind of led me to thinking about a scenario I saw the other day at a local retailer. This woman had her child, probably 8 months old, in the basket, and she had one of the little cart covers in there, and mom went to grab some milk out and stepped away for a second, and an older lady walked by and just sat, oh, aren't you so precious, and started touching her face. And I instinctively, I start thinking of germs because and it's not really copacetic to just walk around and start touching other people's kids.
Well, no, but they're so susceptible to these.
They are.
And even if that person's not sick, who's to say they didn't touch something?
But it could also go both ways too. Maybe the baby had something, and now this woman is going to be transferring those germs. So if we can limit physical contact with people that you don't know, and I know it's hard anymore, but try that. That's like a whole other topic too. About I remember when my son.
I'm gonna walk around in a bubble.
When my son was little, I mean,
bubble girl.
I still think he's adorable, but he was like the cutest baby, and especially winter visitors. I think a lot of them miss their grandkids and great grandkids, and they have the grandparent instinct, and they just want to talk to little kids.
And it's good that you bring that up, because usually who's more susceptible, like you said, are younger kids
and the elderly, or those with weakened immune systems. So you just don't know.
So
all right, keep our hands to ourselves.
Yes, stay safe.
All right, it's the second annual Family Resource Health Fair. It's put on by Sunset Community Health Center. If you have any questions, you can call them at 373-5717 or visit sunsetcommunityhealthcenter.org. That will be at 4th Avenue Junior High, February 10th, 8 to 11 a.m.
See you guys there.
All right, and we will certainly try. This is Today in Yuma. It's time to take our Lotus Day Spot and Salon selfie with Adriana out in the courtyard. We'll be back after this break on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Feed. After this, WTF, Anita.
Yes, you know what, it's been.
Yeah, everybody that comes through here, I'm like, notice the Clorox wipes and the Lysol. I'm like, stay away.
We're going to put a window up
Yes, you know what,
and have a speaker.
it's been bad.
It has.
And when I posted, there was like a little flyer out. If you're sick, stay home. People are like, well, tell that to my teachers, or tell that to the administration the kids are testing. Tell that to my boss.
Make up the work you missed. I mean,
if you can. I said around here, I'd rather pick up slack if they're not able to make it in than them come and spread germs.
I'm sure the teachers don't want your germs either. Just say, hello, I'm not bringing germs.
We're going to point it that way so we don't get shadows.
We're trying to learn our lesson. We're trying not to smile. instead of trying to like not get the sun.
Exactly.
So you guys have your area.
I know, right? Did you put a backdrop back there? It's nice to see. She's like, hey, we got some here today. Thank you. No, not really. Thank you. I'm glad you think so.
Jen's lost a lot of weight.
Jen's lost a lot of weight. She's hiding under her dress today.
I noticed it, but I've noticed it too.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. We'll see you later.
Thank you. Happy New Year.
Yes.
No. Maybe that was who was
Monster.
calling earlier.
Here.
I'm gonna put these in my news. Hi.
What is the business?
Ooh, that cat smells
Okay.
strong.
Can I
The
have
rain.
somebody call you back? Because we're on air right now.
And the
but
rugs?
as soon as we get done, we'll call you back. What's your number? And what was your name?
Mike is my. I feel like
Perfect. We'll give
my
you a
old
call
boss
here
at
a little
the
after 10
school.
o'clock.
Susan
you.
Bostic used to say when your slip was showing, it's snowing down south. And so I'm sitting down, I'm like, it feels like my slip is showing. I'm like, is it? And my first thought is, it slowing
snowing
down?
down
Is it snowing down south? But I'm like, that was pretty clever. I use it all the time now.
True.
She had some doozies. She was one that would you'd like.
Did
you really just say that?
There's one dress that I have that I had bought a slip for because it was a little short for me, and I got the slip that has the lace and the pretty like bottom piece on
Sure.
it. And I think you were was it you the first one you like your slip? I know I did that on purpose because I don't want exactly. I didn't want anything else to be showing, so I got the slip with the decorative bottom so that it would show on.
One of the gentleman we talked about yesterday, Don, that worked here for years, he had the best phrases. And my mom used to say, finest frog's hair. Don would say that all the time, but he'd say, what in the cat hair? And we called them Donisms. They were hysterical.
Kind of like the Janicism.
Yes.
Yes.
Give us the. Let me flip on and then I'll get her from here. We ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Anita.
She's our WTF gal.
That's right. And if you're just tuning in for the first time ever and you've never been to monstermediayuma.com, acronyms are not what they appear, especially when it comes to Anita, because that's not in her character.
No, definitely not.
I like that, the way you ended. It was like, and I'm like, oh, if you have not listened before, you're going to be like, what in the world are they talking about? So in this case, we want to try to change the face of acronyms. We want to give it a positive spin. We live in a negative world, and why not bring a little more positivity into it? So WTF stands for what's the formula? And there's multiple different formulas that we can use within our lives.
Everybody has their own formulas.
Exactly,
Yes.
exactly right. And today I'm looking at I have my winner for our lovely sponsor for WTF, Bare Naked Soap Co. And I sat down, I'm like, oh, it's totally going to be an impromptu day. Because I'm not prepared. There's so many other things going on. But I think that's important too. A lot of times we plan and plan and plan. And when things don't go according to what we plan, we get really, most of us get kind of freaked out about it.
Yeah.
And I found that I was doing that over the holidays too. I was letting little things get under my skin, and I'm like, why am I doing this?
When they say don't sweat the small stuff,
Yeah.
that's exactly what it references.
Exactly. And sometimes it's great to be impromptu, that opportunity to look at a situation with new, fresh eyes instead of what you deem is the right path. Sometimes the less traveled path is the best path to be on. So I encourage you guys to plan. We need to plan, but if you don't stop living your life because you didn't plan that next step. Take an impromptu, journey. Whether it's I'm super spontaneous. My husband is not.
And there has to be some kind of plan, a little bit of planning in the spontaneous part of it. But I love the trips where we've planned to go to San Diego. What exactly are we doing? I don't know yet, but we're going to walk around. We're going to go to the beach. We're not on a time limit, and not restricting yourself in that way. we tend to have the best times when we do
Yes.
that.
Well, I can remember one trip I took with my husband and the 4 boys when we were still living in Indiana, and it was a weekend, and we didn't have anything planned. I'm like, let's go to Kentucky, and he's like, what? Right?
Yeah.
It's a 2.5. It's like driving from here to San Diego.
Oh, that's close.
It's really close, and I'm like, well, let's just see where it leads. And we ended up going to Kentucky Kingdom, which is a theme park, and it started raining. And so we get into the park, it starts raining, everyone leaves. And I'm like, honey, and he was kind of on that edge, we didn't plan it, and I forced him to do something he didn't want to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, let's have lunch. I packed a lunch, so I'm like, let's go to the van, we'll have lunch, and we'll go back into the park. Well, it rained for like 25 minutes.
Then you went into an empty park.
Exactly.
Oh, how
when we
awesome.
went back into the park, it was empty. We were able to get on rides within just moments. You walk up the ramp, you're on the ride. And that's how the rest of the evening went. And the kids had so much fun. And that's one of the memories that we talk about, we share, because it was impromptu, and my husband let down that guard, and he's like, okay, I'm going to enjoy this. And that moment is a lasting moment for us. I think we don't do that enough in our world today. Go out and explore. We live, it was interesting to hear Adriana say there's nothing to do in Yuma, because Yuma is chocked full of opportunities. Even just going like Picacho, if you can,
We have a lot of little gyms not very
Yes,
far from us.
Exactly. Turn left, and it's a totally different environment than if you were to turn right and go to the lake. So I think we as humans need to take those opportunities to go out and explore this wonderful, wonderful world God gave us. There's a lot of treasures out there.
No, and I'm guilty of that. I mean, even, like you said, during the holidays, you're like, okay, I need to be at this place at this time and this place at this time.
We overextend our schedules.
We do. And then I end up thinking to myself, okay, it's okay to be a little bit late. There's nothing wrong with that. And my mom tells me all the time, and I love that she does it. She's like, slow down, relax, and enjoy. It's the holiday. You need to enjoy this time. And I have to stop myself and remind myself that, you know what? It's okay if you're late.
Well,
it's okay if you don't make it on time. It's okay if you can't make
Right.
it.
And sometimes we keep rushing to try and fit everyone in because you feel obligated to, okay, you have to see this parent and that parent and the grandparents, especially if you come from you have an extended family and stuff. And it's like, just, you know what? Your happiness is extremely important
Exactly.
too. So why stress your own self out to try and accommodate every single last person who might not always be the most appreciative? That's a big thing too.
Yeah.
You have to make yourself happy too.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And find what that is. Just find what that is.
Well, one of the things, I know we're getting short on time here, one of the things that you can do is stop in at Bare Naked Soap Co. and spend a few minutes in there and kind of get lost in the different things that they have going on over there.
Yes. Oh my gosh. They've opened up their desert line. That's out now, and I'm excited because they have geodes, and I'm a scout. Like all of my boys are scouts. My husband's a scout. So we spend a lot of time out in nature, and geodes are the most fascinating items you can find naturally. So when she started developing those through the bath bombs at Bare Naked Soap Co., I was really excited because that means there's a little treasure inside. So you want to go and take advantage of that. And you can enter to win on monstermeteryuma.com. Go to the WTF tab, and there's an entry form. You can enter as many times as you want. So the more you enter, the more opportunity you have a chance to win this $20 gift card. And that $20 will get you a lot of product from
quite
her
a bit
store.
of product. Yeah.
And the cool thing about Bare Naked Soap Co., not only are the products a way that you can just pamper yourself and enjoy and relax, but the shopping experience is enjoyable too.
It is.
So is. I love going in there, and whenever I can, I do go in. I love going in there. And I used a different product recently, and I'm like, never again. Never again. I will stick with what I know because it's tried and true.
And you know what, all of Sam's products are all natural. They're all natural, and I think that's one of the biggest keys. Everybody's skin is different, especially right now. You were talking about how dry our hands and our skin is getting. We're trying to keep it moisturized. And it's nice to know that her products are all natural, and you don't have to worry about the chemicals, the way that they may be reacting with your body and things. So definitely. And you have a winner today.
I do have a winner. Our winner today is Courtney opinion. So congratulations, Courtney.
Congratulations.
We'll
Has
have this
herself
ready
a-
for you.
And
$20 gift
you can go in for enter for next week's drawing. Again, go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the WTF tab, and fill out the form. It's really quick, and
Yeah, it takes seconds.
you just might be that winner.
And check out some of Anita's awesome other WTF entries as well.
That's right. And speaking of giveaways, don't forget, text the keyword WIN today before noon. WIN to 928-343-0993. We will be selecting a winner for a pair of tickets to see Santana Ways Tribute to Santana at Cocopah Casino in the River Room this Friday. You do have to be at least 21. That's WIN, WIN to 928-343-0993.
Sounds good.
All right, we are going to go ahead and sign off this morning. Coming up next on Z93, it's the Bob and Sherry Show. No telling what they're going to be talking
I
about.
have no idea. Some of those have been a doozy lately.
Exactly. And on Outlaw Country, it's your favorite classic country music and AP News right at the top of the hour on AM 1400. We will see everyone tomorrow. Make sure to get those entries in for those contests. Be safe out there. Roads might still be a little slick after yesterday's rain.
You know what I noticed? There's a lot of mud in the counties because the agriculture came out of the fields when it was raining. So definitely want to be safe out there. There's big clumps and it's also pretty slick.
All right. We will see you tomorrow. This is Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and Facebook Live. Have a great day. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.
All right, guys.
Bye, everyone.
See you
Have a great day.
tomorrow.
Be safe.